Namaste to one and all. This is Madhuri at Science Idea Tips. So today we have the topic about 8th class sources of energy. So in that we have already discussed that what are the different types of energy sources. Actually, what is the definition of energy? What are the different energy sources based on their availability and also based on whether they are made by human or not, and based on their physical state, and based on whether they are renewable or not. We have seen the classification, and even we have also seen about the fuels. What is a fuel? In that, what is wood? How we are able to get the energy from the wood, and why we have shifted from wood into fossil fuels. Okay. So today we are going to discuss about the conventional fuels, which are also called as fossil fuels. And here in our lesson, sources of energy, we have three different types of the fossil fuels: coal, petroleum, and also natural gas. So today in our session, we are going to complete about coal, right? So here coming to this coal, whatever this coal is present here, we are calling this as fossil fuel. We are calling this coal as fossil fuel. Why we are calling this coal as fossil fuel? Because whatever the plant material is present here, which is also called as the vegetation, plant material which is present here is buried under the soil. After their death, the plant material are buried under the soil, and soil in the sense not only one layer of soil, many number of layers of soil, because of the floods, because of earthquakes, some different reasons are there. Because of these all, they are buried under the soil, and because of the high pressure created here, the pressure is more here because they are buried under the soil, and even temperature also is more here because of high temperature and pressure. What is happening in this plant material, whatever is there here, this carbon present in that along with that hydrogen, mainly these two elements, mainly carbon along with that hydrogen also, they are buried under the soil, and because of this the pressure increasing and also increasing the temperature. Because of these all reasons, what happened here, this carbon is converted into some fuel. Okay, so this organic material whatever is present, that is converted into different types of fuel, and this is because of the high pressure and temperature. We can call this process as a carbonization, because mainly what is happening, carbon is accumulating at one place and it is useful as a fuel. That is why we have the name as carbonization, right? So from this coal we are getting, but this coal is not formed only in 1 year, some millions of years. So based on how many millions of years it is buried under the soil, the carbon percentage will be different. The carbon percentage whatever is there will be different in the different types of coal. Like if you take earlier stages of coal, we have the name for this earlier stages of coal as peat. Some of the persons will say that it is not a coal only, because percentage of carbon is very less. But we can consider this because here it is containing 30% of carbon in that. Peat is a type of coal which is earlier stage of carbon, and it is containing 30% of carbon. Next comes our one more type of coal, which is nothing but lignite, can be called as lower grade of coal, which contains about 38% of carbon. And next stage we have bituminous coal. This bituminous coal will contain up to about 65% of carbon, and this bituminous coal can be used for preparation of, means used for extraction of coke, not preparation exactly, extraction of coke. And after this we have here the higher grade of coal, that is nothing but anthracite. Anthracite, which contains about 90% of coal. So lower grade, which is containing 38%, 90% is nothing but anthracite. As I said, peat will contain very less amount of carbon. So that is why some of the persons will say this is not a coal, right? So 38% of carbon is present in this lignite. Peat, lignite, bituminous, anthracite. In these all, bituminous can be used for even power generations also, and even it is used for coke, extraction of coke, one type of product which is produced from this coal. Okay, so these are the different types of coal. And when you come to this coal, as we said here, this coal is formed by, as it is buried under the soil for many number of years, because of high pressure and high temperature, whatever is present, this is converted into carbon, means mainly hydrocarbons. So the accumulation of carbon is resulting in the formation of the fuel, right? Now, from this coal, we are saying that different types of the products are formed. Directly by burning coal also we can get different types of the uses because it produces energy, right? But this coal can be converted into some other forms also. Means converted in the sense extracting. Some different types of the substances are extracted from coal. So that process once we will see. This process can be called as destructive distillation. So coming to this process, destructive distillation, if you see on the board, here we have taken two test tube. One test tube we have taken some powdered coal, and whenever we are heating this powdered coal, and that too it is taking place in the absence of heat, that is why we have this word destructive distillation. We are heating in the absence of coal with the help of the heat source, and whenever this is heated, it converts into some gaseous material, and that gas will enter into another test tube where we have taken some water. So this gaseous substance, whichever is produced, that will be cooled. Some of the substance will be cooled, and that is converted into coal tar. So here we have taken one test tube again, one more test tube, which is also fitted with a rubber cork. Here also we have the test tube. Test tube is there. This is also fitted with the rubber cork. In this rubber cork, we have fitted one delivery tube, and this is again inserted into another test tube with the help of the rubber cork again. And this rubber cork is fitted with one more delivery tube. Through this, remaining coal gas will be collected in the gas collecting jar. So here we have taken some powdered coal. In this the test tube which is containing powdered coal, it is fitted with the rubber cork, and through this rubber cork one more delivery tube we have taken, L-shaped tube, and through this the gas will enter into another test tube. The gas, whatever is entering here, will be converted into liquid because here we have taken some water. This water will be acting like a coolant. It converts, means it reduces the temperature because of that gaseous substance. Some of the gaseous substance converted into liquid, and that will be settling at the bottom in the form of coal tar. Remaining gas will be collected in the form of coal gas in a gas collecting jar. And here also we have the delivery tube. Delivery tube is present here also. Even this one also is a delivery tube. Okay. So this process can be called as a destructive distillation. Now once we'll see about the uses of these products. So destructive distillation